God, is this the time to even
Oh, fuck it.
Because I don't forgot what the goddamn question was. I'm about to dig off into my bag of revolutionary. I'm like, well, hold on now. What was the question again?
Well, the question was
has being from Kansas, Missouri ever what?
Has there ever been an issue about you being from Kansas?
Yeah, you know what?
Side, you know what I'm saying?
One day in a fucking bathroom in a club in Missouri and downtown. What's that club called? Tech Nine was performing. I tried to sell this Missouri nigga
Life.
Club Life. It's downtown.
Chemical.
It was when and was it Angelic? I don't know. His T Will was outside on the tour van, and I'm
pretty sure that's Chemical.
I had this is I'm from Kansas CD trying to sell it to a Missouri nigga, a hood Missouri nigga, and he said, "Get that Kansas shit out of here." and nah, I didn't even sweat him because who the fuck am I to be from Kansas trying to sell a Missouri nigga a CD with a 6'4" Chevy on it saying this. But I mean, nah.
Should I bought it?
No, not really, man. The Kansas and Missouri thing, bro. One thing about Missouri is to me, I feel like Missouri respect Kansas niggas who just we give off a big city vibe, but we just from a small town. That's just my opinion. Because this is the big city over here. We from the small town. The stadium's over here. The station's over here. You know, it's like St. Louis, East St. Louis. That's just my opinion. Because I talked about this on my podcast before with me and JR, Hood Star.
Okay.
Because we talked about how, there's a lot of people from Missouri. They got mamas or daddies is from Kansas.
Oh, yeah.
And vice versa.
Oh, yeah. Well, in my opinion, it goes back to Civil War shit.
Mm-hmm.
And because Kansas was a quote-unquote free state,
mm-hmm.
and Missouri was a definitely slave state.
Mm-hmm.
There's no quote-unquote about the slave state of Missouri's history. That was definitely slave state. Kansas was quote-unquote free because, I say quote-unquote because if they caught you just on the other side of the state line, they was going to drag your ass back across. And Kansas would have been cool with it. But if they caught you out in Hayes on the other side of the state, they'd have been like, nah, bro, you got to take your ass on.
You got families that were split,
And Wyandotte, in my opinion, was made an example of this is the price that you pay to have free niggas, or to support.
Yeah, they burned the forts down.
You know what I'm saying?
Missouri Tigers did. What would be golden known as the basketball team would just take, but they're just pro-slavers.
That was Quantrell's Raiders specifically. Them motherfuckers was some other shit, but they was typical Missouri motherfuckers at the time.
And that's that's what that's okay. That's why when I speak about the politics, I speak from that history. I speak from knowing how Wyandotte was built. That's I don't speak from the crime rate. I don't speak from I'm from the hood, but I don't use just all hood statistics. I speak from Wyandotte is a town where black, I'll say captives, but I'll say slaves for the benefit, for the layman motherfuckers out there. But Wyandotte is a place where slaves or blacks who wanted to be free, they some family members, they said in Clay County right here across the water, 27th Street, if you look over overhead map of KCK, Mo, if you look at the overhead map of the river, the waves divided, you can tell where the slaves crossed the river, and that shit came on down up there through 28. So some slaves say, hey man, let's go. And some said, no, man, I ain't, no, man, I got, me and Maybell, we gonna stay. He's like, nigga, let's go. Like, we gonna wind out. Like, no, nigga. And so families was split. So you got families that's, maybe writing or communicating, telling. So that's where the rift started. That's where the rift, and it's books. It's a book called This Is Wyandotte. It's written by grandkids of black slaves who crossed the bridge but still have family members in Missouri who they, later in the future they could ever cross over legally, but you have family members who used to literally meet at the water and speak with each other. So,
Wow.
so as you just thinking about it, as time going on, you got families after everybody's finally free. So, fast forward it to all the people y'all may know, or if y'all got family members and stay in Kansas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
These are the families,
Right.
or that were split from that time,
Across
bro.
the water.
Yeah, yeah. These are the
They called it across the
yeah.
water.
So
yeah.
that so when I speak about the politics, when I say, if you promote it like Kansas and Missouri, like all Kansas niggas is, if you look down on Kansas or whatever it may be, I'm saying you endorsing
The
this.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you believe the myths, there ain't no myths, man. I mean, this is the big city. I'm from KCK. It's the smaller town.
I was when me and Smooth first met you back in like 97, 98. I told Smooth then, I said, hey man, he understands what I've been telling you about, because my whole thing is when I was talking with Smooth, I'd be like, hey man, there's no two cities for real. It's Kansas City. It's divided by a river and a state line on some bullshit, but it's Kansas City. Because motherfuckers are going to associate this with that and that with this, whether they doing it purposely or not. You know what I'm saying? Subconsciously, that's just what it is. So it's one city. So when I speak of Kansas City, I'm speaking of Kansas City. Period. And I was like, you and Brandon Baker, because that's how we met y'all, was at one of the shows, one of the Weirdo shows. Y'all, we felt that y'all felt that same way.
Yeah.
And that's why when we wound up recording out of Mad World, you know what I'm saying, it was
We believe all the hype. We believe that, yeah, niggas from Kansas gotta rep Kansas. And we believe that niggas from Missouri gotta, like, when y'all over here chilling in Missouri, in y'all hood with y'all niggas, y'all chilling, y'all, having y'all conversations and y'all chilling. And it's the vice versa with everything. So, but, when a conversation or when some, the topic come up or whatever, or you speak on experiences like Kansas versus Missouri or whatever, okay, well then, it's one city. Yeah, we understand that too. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple, bro. Cause like, if you go to, like, that's why, like, when I went to LA, when I was spending time in LA, it helped me understand how small-minded Kansas City is. Not how the city is, just how collectively everybody got their own separate minds, but if you put everybody in Kansas City mind together and make one brain, like, because in LA it's like you got Compton, you got Watts, you got Inglewood, and when you go there, like, it's a difference, nigga.
right.
I'm like, oh, okay, well, shit. So that's what I was like. So, well,
It's like when you go to New York and you got your
yeah. So, nigga, so
Harlem and Brooklyn and
yeah.
yeah.
So we always push that, niggas from KCK should rep KCK, and niggas from Missouri should rep KC Mo. But you know, it like one day I was in Dallas, right? I was in this nigga house in North Dallas, and I didn't know the niggas in the front room. They didn't know I was from Kansas. They knew I was from KC, but they didn't know I was from Kansas, right? And a nigga from Dallas said something, and I started talking about the snack pack. And yeah. So immediately, Missouri nigga was like, "Oh, that nigga from Kansas side." Like, nigga, that nigga didn't waste no time. And we was on there for a long time too. Like my tags out on my van say Kansas. So I mean, and it was crazy, and we was all laughing about it and shit. But
for the uninitiated, Snack Pack is a gas station / convenience store over on 18th and what's that? 18th and Parallel. Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah, man.
And we got hell of them. That's the one.
That's
right?
just the
18.
one.
That's just the one.
But if you say Snack Pack 9 times
the
out of 10,
one.
That's oh man.
The one.
Oh shit! Hey, real talk. It be some fine chicks coming in and out the Snack Pack over on 18th. I ain't gonna lie.
That's the heart.
Make sure you get a tutorial upon your first visit.
You just never know. You just never know.
Yeah,
it's just like any other small town. You just
don't be surprised.
Never know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this the big city. You know something gonna happen today.
See, I think personally, my image of Kansas City, Kansas, has always been different because one, I had family that's from over there, so I live in Missouri, but I'm in Kansas City, Kansas on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
2, I worked at Indian Springs for like 4 years.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I managed KB Toys.
Hold on, rest in peace. Rest silence, niggas. Moment spring. Yeah, nigga.
With the flooding basement and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Matter of fact, my last couple weeks there was the first couple weeks.
It's a graveyard. It's a cemetery too. Cemetery,
yeah. My last couple of weeks there was the first couple of weeks that the police station was down in the basement. I was like, yeah, I'm glad I'm up out this bitch now. Shit.
Yeah. We see Kansas niggas. We view Missouri we view it like a kid in a candy store kind of. Especially when a Kansas nigga get a car, because once a Kansas nigga get a car, because KCK is Parallel, State Avenue, Leavenworth Road. And then once you come down in the low numbers, it's like you just got Woodblock and Yaker. You know, you got... Mm-hmm. And once you zoom and hit all of them, nigga, that's pretty much it. And we ain't going to go to Johnson County. At least we could go south to Johnson County, but we don't. We just cross the bridge and bam, it's like... So now you got, Prospect long as fuck, Indiana, all y'all streets, Trues, all these streets is long as fuck. And they all chopped in numbers, and that's how L.A. is shaped. So when I went to L.A. and came back here, ever since that day, I spend more residential time in Missouri, and I'm a Kansas nigga, and I spend more time in Missouri probably the last 10 years, 20 years of my life, and that's just low key.
Hey, it is what it is.
Because this is the big city.
It's all the same spot.
Yeah. I mean, for us, it's not though. That's what I'm saying for y'all, cause y'all here. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's not for us. We don't got tall buildings in Kansas, bro.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? We don't.
Everything's spread out.
It's hard for y'all to even embody what I'm saying because
I'm
from here.
Well, no. I actually went.
Bro,
I actually went first grade through 5th in KCK. I was in Gateway.
Yeah, nigga, that's a nickel,
that.
nigga. Like where we out south now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is a whole nother.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely.
This is a whole nother area to somebody from Wyandotte. This is like crossing the bridge. Is just like, man, we crossing to
But you
a
know
whole
what, though?
nother world. Like
To me, out here, this neighborhood out here, it's like being over in back in the in the 90s, being out by from like 72nd or 75th.
yeah, what happened out here is the same thing happened to Compton, nigga. Same thing happened to Inglewood. Niggas just moved out here, and this used to be all white.
Oh yeah,
All this shit, and it's just the same thing happened in KCK too, because in KCK, all black people was in the Northeast District. You know, we wasn't going past 18th Street, but you know, we moved to the 30s, and the 40s, and the 70s, and now, you know, niggas, we done affected the hundreds.
Niggas the hundreds.
And that's how LA is too.
Yeah.
So what you tell you, it's a little systematic. And I don't even know if we trying to go there, but you know.
Shit, we can go wherever. Shit.
Yeah. All the cities the same though. At the end of the day though, they all designed the same.
Oh, man, the world is a ghetto.
Yeah.
And for me, getting out doing touring, that showed me that, you know, everywhere is really the same. It's just a matter. So that's why. That's why,
bro.
When cats would be like, "Man, I'm moving down to Dallas. I'm out. Fuck Kansas City. Blah 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 blah," and then be back 6 months later. I'm like, it was never about the city. It's about you.
Dallas. Spaceships in Dallas, boy. God damn, I ain't boy. Dallas, them niggas real, boy. They bowdy, nigga. The sun went down. I got up out that motherfucking nigga down Oak Cliff, South Dallas, nigga. My auntie said, get your motherfucking ass up out of there. Like, I got up out of there, nigga. I swear to God on everything I love, nigga. My van, I had my van. I was out to some malls in the strip mall, just asking niggas, you know, trying to just get my CDs off. And this is, what's the niggas from Dallas had to dance? This is during that era. What's the niggas from Dallas that had to dance? Damn. The niggas,
the Dougie?
is it the Dougie?
No.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Them cats was,
They're from LA. Yeah, they from LA. But it was during the Dallas movement. All I know is, bro, I couldn't get no CDs off when I was in South Dallas. The whole vibe was just like, ooh, man, no, man. And I was just like,
but you
damn.
know, that's how they've always been. It's Texas cats that don't buy nothing that
outside of Texas.
Outside of a Texas cat.
In my van, you know, spaceships, you know.
And then, and according to them, you coming down here on this weird shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I did good at Big T's though. At Big T's outside of the I sat my van up there from open to close at Big T's, and niggas was copping my shit. But when I was in and I might be, if Dallas niggas watching this shit, I might be getting the demographics off because, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep that shit right. South Dallas and Oak Cliff, I think, is not the same place. You know what I'm saying? Somebody.
They say it's not the same place,
but
as the outside,
is it like Grandview
like
and
Grandview and South KC?
Okay,
yeah, basically.
But they serious about it when they see somebody talking about the shit on YouTube. All I know was, I think it was Oak Cliff. All I know, my auntie called me. She was like, I saw your Facebook post. Where you at? I was like, I'm over here at I'm over Oak Cliff. She was like, you better get your motherfucking ass out of here before the sun go down, nigga. And I don't know. When I hung up the phone, bro, I was just looking around. I was like, ain't nobody buying my CDs. Nobody saying what's up. It's kind of dead vibe. I was like, man, I got up out that motherfucker. And I felt the same way too when I was in Fort Worth and shit, because, you know, and this is like 2010ish and shit. Them niggas is they was still like on some banging shit in Fort Worth. Yeah, like Crips and Bloods and shit.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that.
I really sold a lot of CDs up in Arlington and shit, and Irvine and shit. And,
you ever go down to Austin?
No, I haven't made it down to Austin. No, I haven't made it to Austin. Mesquite, Texas, though.
All right.
I was all up in that bitch.
I don't know. I mean, it's a lot still up in the air. So I don't know, but if we do our showcase down at South by Southwest, you got a spot. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I perform at Southwest. I'm coming back with a life changer.
yeah. So I'm not saying.
Yeah, I've always dreamed about performing at Southwest.
That's if we do the showcase. I don't even know if we, because it's already almost January, and we ain't really put too much together. But it wouldn't take us a whole hell of a lot to put it together. So
shit, I'm already an hour ahead anyway because I'm an hour away where I stay at.
that's fact.
So I can get there a little faster.
So, as a entrepreneur, I'm a customer. The outer space clothing is as soon as I heard the name of it, I was like, I didn't even know it was you, but I knew it was you. I was like, outer space clothing. Oh, that's Mad Marlon. Right there, if it ain't Mad Marlon, they need to be cutting this nigga a check.
Well, that's probably why I named it that, because I don't know. I just feel like people associate me with space without me even trying now. Outer space, hot dog, hamburgers and sandwiches. Hopefully by next summer. That's my no limit, you know. My cash money. Outer Space Records. Everybody's a star. Standing out. You know, I mean, plus we from the sun anyway.
Church. I don't think that people really understand how deep you go in the hip hop scene of Kansas City. The very first time I saw you was you and Brandon Baker as Weirdos from the Planet Retardo at, I want to say it was the Scottish Rite Temple. And y'all were like full makeuped up, had on the overalls and had the glow in the dark shit.
Yeah.
And I'm watching, and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, hey,
yeah,
and y'all was spitting.
Like yesterday.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, and you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't just like the gimmick or whatever, or gimmick or y'all was actually. I was like, oh, yeah, these cats.
Some people say we should have kept the paint on our face, you know.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. You know, Tech Nine told me, you know, when he said the dude who painted his face used to have our CD in his car every time he came to pick him up. When he told me that, I was like, well, shit. Like, damn, maybe we should put the paint on our face. I don't know.
I mean,
because we took the paint off our face because, I mean, at the end of the day, we niggas from the hood, and we just was like, we was trying it because we like, you know, we trying to be different, but, you know, I mean, different now is different, you know. So right. You can't say you trying to be different now. You say you trying to be different now.
You gotta do some whole other shit.
Hold on now, young blood. Hold on.
You know, that's too far.
This is the time. You know,
we don't do none of that.
You know, the bling era is taking over. You know, and you know, we just like, man, we ain't gonna paint our face, so we ain't with this shit. We just went with no gimmicks. We want to be different, but we didn't want to be so different to where, you know, and taking that shit off, man, that shit took too fucking long.
I feel you on that.
The real, and we was using that real expensive shit, the shit you can sweat, and the paint don't even run. Yeah. And we was like, man, we ain't gonna.
Cause y'all was hustling during.
We still hood niggas at the end of the day. We just like, man, we ain't gonna be doing this shit.
But y'all was I saw y'all at CMSU homecoming one year.
Yep.
Y'all did the full tuxedos and painted faces, and I was like, hey.
That was the last show we said we done.
These niggas get it. No, I told my boys, I said, hey, these niggas get it. I done seen these cats like 4 or 5 different times.
Was that the Mac Dre homecoming?
Huh?
All I know is
was that Mac Dre homecoming?
Yeah.
Nah, not a CMSU.
No, that wasn't that year.
It was packed, but we was just, I don't know, we just felt like, black people, at the end of the day, man, black people care about what black people think about black people. Even when we walk in a new room with our J's, our new shoes on, nigga. You walk, half of the reason you walk in the way you walk in because everybody about to look at your shit. Whether it's your shoes, your new hairdo, your new shirt. And sometimes we just care about what, some artists, this is like, when people literally sell out, when they decide to just sell out, they have to make this decision. And in the circumference of that decision, and and this is just me, I'm just saying, because collectively, black people, we won. This is just what I believe. So, and since I believe that, whatever I'm doing in life, whether I'm an athlete, whether I'm a news anchor, construction worker, firefighter, rapper, whatever I'm doing, if my people is looking at me like what you on, nigga? Because we had our faces painted and some people was feeling us, some people wasn't, and that show at CMSU, that was the one show where we literally saw people laughing at us, but we saw people cheering us too, but we saw people laughing at us, and we was just kind of like, when we got to the after party, we was just like, man, we cool on this shit. We ain't gonna be painting our faces up. We was just like, we done. Because we was like, man, niggas looking at us all weird, we just, I don't know, But, every time I look at Tech Nine's success, sometimes I do be thinking like, man, should have kept our faces painted,
I don't know. I mean, I ain't gonna say y'all did right or did wrong by taking the paint off.
We did what we feel.
Because you did what you felt.
Yeah, I mean.
And when you took the paint off,
I
felt that
shit
too.
took long to take off, bro. We had to have a cream that you gotta rub first. This when you about to take it off. It's a clear cream you got to rub on it
to break the makeup up first.
You tired, just did a show, then you come back and rub all that shit off. And that shit take long. I don't see how the fuck Tech Nine do that shit every night. I don't see how Kiss or, But yeah, definitely, man. We was rocking the face paint early, just so niggas know. KC rap history, the weirdos. We was rocking the face paint mid-90s. Mid-90s.
I think I first saw y'all in 96. Yeah, I want to say 96, 97. I know for sure 97.
And the colors represented gang unity. And this is a lot of people don't know that, our album cover, when you look at it, you see red paint, blue paint, you see all those different colors. We was trying to send a message of gang unity, because we dropped that album like 96, 97. Niggas still thought they was Crips and Bloods in the mid 90s, 90 KC. Yeah. Niggas still red and blue and all that.
Shit.
Just the whole gang tone was still here. Now it's all cliques and shit. But the weirdos but that different color tone, that was representing niggas coming together. Because one of my homies, rest in peace, Garden Block, he was a Crip. He was from the projects in KCK, and it was all Hoover Crips down there. And me and Brandon, we was Bloods or whatever. And then our other homie, he was like kind of neutral. So we had all these different dudes coming together to make music, like the weirdos. Like, we represent unity, but the name, is kind of catchy and weird. So it's kind of like how Charleston White trying to say he a character, and I mean, I'm just trying to break this shit down and help y'all understand what y'all might have never known about, the weirdos or whatnot, behind the scenes shit. that's what we really was calculating it, you know, to really mean. Like, we just want to be different. But, you know, like, we knew that, like, you know, motherfuckers might not feel us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have just rapped about gangsters, you know. I mean, we could have rapped about gangster shit or whatever. Or, yeah.
I'm glad y'all didn't. Because y'all also probably unknowingly opened the door for, like, a Janelle Monáe to keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all talked about some abstract, off the wall, but it really wasn't abstract and off the wall. If you listen to it.
Janelle Monáe used to be in my basement like this. I mean, we all used to be I used to be writing the hook for her, so like I just, you know, man, you know, but you know, like, man, you just who know, like, we, you know, you knew, but you thought we would be too, you know, I thought I would be too, shit. I don't mean to get loud, I thought I would be too, I thought I would be a famous rapper by now too, so my thought on it just kind of scattered everywhere. Yeah. Like, shit, like, yeah. Did you think she was like, yeah, but I thought I would be too, and you know, I suffer from entitlement. You know, entitlement, bro. I just recently really even understood the definition of that word. I'm a grown ass man. Thought I was the smartest nigga in the world, and I just recently, a couple years ago, found out entitlement. Like you think the world owe you. I've been suffering from that shit my whole career, bro. I think because I toured the country in my van, I deserve to make it, and I can't. And that shit hurted me, you know.
I ain't gonna lie. Back in 2009, 2010, when we did a couple of pretty big tours, where we went out for some good chunks of time. I was like, man, something's got to come of this. You know, I mean, some stuff, things did come of it, so I don't want to make it seem like it was fruitless. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, there should be a label deal where not necessarily me getting a deal, but us getting a deal as a label because we're going out as pretty much as a label. You know what I'm saying? Doing this stuff. And for a little while, I felt the same way. I was like, man, you know, damn, we can come back home and pretty much do what we need to do, however we need to do it now, which is cool. But
because you're doing all that fucking, you see all that work you got to do when you're on tour, nigga. You got to perform, go to after party, go to the hotel, go to sleep, fuck people with some groupies, wake up in the morning, drive to the next city. That shit is work after a while, bro.
It's definitely a job-ish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not gonna say. You notice I didn't call it a job, but it's job-ish.
Yeah.
But I had the best times of my life out on the road.
Yeah.
I still enjoy going out on the road from time to time, even though I haven't really put anything new out in a while. But I have been working on some new stuff.
I mean, being on the road for me, that I don't know. I got a natural knack. Once we pulled up in that van, man, that was it, man. I done had some big name rappers in my van, and we done pulled up at a gas station, nigga. Them motherfucking kids, they running up to me, nigga. Like, and it, you know, and I mean, I can't, you know, say no name, you know, that, but I'm just saying, like, that on the road, man. I don't know. It's just something about it. It's just something about it. If I had a chance to tour again, I'd probably take it. If I could pay to tour again, I would probably take it. Because I know just the money that can be made. I just know these kids. I just know them. They the same all over the globe. All you got to do is put on a good fucking stage show, and they will buy your shit.
Oh, yeah.
They will buy your shit with your logo on it. And I just know, but you just got to be able to get on that tour and get on that road. Yep.
Well, Hey, we'll talk off camera, but I got a couple things in the works that kind of help with that. This is where I will say again, we probably need to get us a Patreon where I would go ahead and have a conversation because you pay money to hear me have a conversation and hear me dropping mics and shit and hear me say what I was gonna say. But seeing as how that is not the case, not gonna happen. Oh shit. Alright, my mic's
My mic sound nice.
Okay, let's go with this. I don't even. Damn microphone made me lose my train of thought. Do you have any regrets for being Mad Marlon as opposed to Marlon Carter?
Yeah, because when you decide to get into when you decide to be something, when you decide what you're gonna be when you grow up, whatever you decide to be when you grow up, most likely it's gonna take you into corporate America. Everybody, all y'all can say what y'all want to be, when y'all say what y'all want to be, no matter what it is, it's gonna take you to corporate America. So, before Mad Marlon, people call me Mad Marlon because I got a natural frown on my face. It's just there. My mom, she was angry a lot when she was pregnant with me. And you can ask her. A lady told her, your baby's gonna wear a frown, and this is true story. You can ask my mom, it's Sylvia Jackson. So bam, I'm born, and as ever since kindergarten, people have always told me, the teachers, Marlon, why you look so angry in back of the class? And I'm like doing completely fine, completely happy. But just hearing that so much, I just said, fuck it, I'm Mad Marlon. And by the time I said that, I was, in the field of rap. And once I said I'm going to be Mad Marlon the rapper, Mad Marlon becomes a brand. And once your name becomes a brand, that's a total separate entity. So the regret is that the shit you try to do to push this brand, to make this brand success, to make it work, the sacrifice, is it worth it? That's something a lot of people gotta. Most artists can't ask that question because they ain't put forth a lot of motherfucking shit.
Right.
You ain't done a lot of shit. But, to make them two that's separate, the fact that I was Mad Marlon before Mad Marlon the rapper is the only thing that can keep me from saying, yeah. Because I really, once I felt like once I became Mad Marlon, it's like out of nowhere, I feel like, okay, well, this will explain why I'm angry about, the conditions of black people. This is why I'm angry about the way the world is, why I'm so angry, about so much stuff. And that's why I would say, no, I don't regret it, because, maybe God wanted me to be Mad Marlon. It's just that I'm trying to be Mad Marlon, the rapper. I'm trying to be this Mad Marlon. And I've probably been on the wrong path, but maybe I'm supposed to be a Mad Marlon where my Mad Marlon is directed in a different field, different energy, different platform, different art. I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to answer your question. Because it is a two, bro. You know, if you see me in the mall, when niggas see me in Walmart and ask me for my picture, like in 2022. In 2022. So I mean, and this is crazy, bro, because I ain't fucking made a nigga. I still working for day fucking job. So let's keep this shit in perspective, my nigga. I got my own business, but I ain't fucking making as a famous fucking rapper, my nigga. I deliver furniture to rich white people Monday through Friday. And on the weekend, I sell my hoodies. I ain't on fucking tour. I ain't getting fucking residuals from no fucking net. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping shit in perspective, bro. But I tried to get there, and as a result, I became a local legend, whatever the fuck cool word, superstar, ghetto celebrity. And in doing that, nigga, I created a separate entity, Mad Marlon the rapper. And nigga, it done took sacrifice, you know, my oldest son, time from him, trying to outsell music, trying to trace my dream, and so yes and no, man. I have to say yes and no, man. I have to say yes and no, because it's
I feel you.
And I ain't even made it, so you can only imagine what it's like for niggas who are multi-millionaires. Can you imagine what their life is like?
I've seen it, so I don't have to imagine it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Been close to it.
The best thing you can do is be about your brand, whatever your brand is. Yeah. It should be something associated with who you are as a person, like how you feel. Like, I'm Mad Marlon, and if you talk to me on any given day and just pick into my brain, you would say, man, he ain't mad. That nigga mad for the right reasons, bro. We need niggas like this, nigga, for real. It's just too many niggas around. Just people twist. People can twist your perception. You can't worry about how people perceive you. But the fact that I'm mad for the wrong reason has seemed to have been the trend most of my life. Oh, this is mad. That nigga mad about everything, man. I done had rappers come up to me and be like, "Oh, bro, I want to do a collab with you 20 years ago, man, but you seemed all unapproachable and shit." I was like, "Damn, nigga, this Mad Marlon shit deep, nigga. Niggas talking about he was scared to approach me and shit. Like, damn." Yeah, man, but I'm Mad Marlon, niggas. Niggas see me and be like, "Mama, mad, mama." I just ain't got no mansion and no Lamborghini. Shit, that's it. They got everything else, the stories, the motherfuckers still see me and be like, "Mama, mad." I just met a nigga that's 30. He was talking about when he was in high school. No. I sold a nigga a hoodie. He was talking about his brother worship me. And I'm thinking this nigga just, high. His brother pulls up to get his hair cut. His brother walks up. He's like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" I'm like, "Oh, this nigga's telling the truth. His brother done fucking pulled up." And I'm just chilling here. He done bought the hoodie and shit. And he look at his little brother who just pulled up. His little brother, 30. This nigga, he more like my age. He rolling 40s or whatever. And he said, "You know who this is?" He pointed at me. He said, "You know who this is?" And his brother, he walk up, nigga with braids, glass, he's like a little regular nigga. He look at me, how KC niggas are, some niggas, we don't Jeff. Somebody telling you, "Look at little nigga P Valley, look at it." He looked over at me, he said, "Nigga, that's Mad Marlon." Nigga, that nigga went from goon to child in the candy store. Just like that, bro, right there in 2021. And I was just like, damn, bro. Was I really supposed to be a rapper? What did I do? What did I go wrong? Like, what's up? Why is shit like this still happening to me in 2021? I
think it's still happening because it's a reminder that you're on the right path. You know what I'm saying? we may not necessarily be where we would like to be financially or I don't want to say popularity wise because I don't think we were ever in it for popularity. But financially, or I'll just say financially, fuck it.
You want to see your work, your wealth of your work.
But what we did do in many aspects was make it that much easier for the next crop of people to be able to come through and be like, hey, I'm from Kansas City, whether it was Kansas or Missouri, and not have to answer stupid ass questions or deal with stupid ass bullshit, but be able to actually go in and get this money and get to work. You know what I'm saying? We may not necessarily, oh, damn it, I did it again. Be the ones to quote unquote reap the rewards of that, but they understand. They understand what it is that we did to make it happen for them. I believe. But shit, I don't know. I might be wrong. I might be just living in my own little bubble.
Oh shit, man.
But I do feel that way. I do feel like, even though our conversation isn't necessarily financial,
right?
Or at least in the time frame that we wanted. But also think about it. If we'd have got money 20 years ago, we were still out here kind of halfway young, dumb, and stupid.
We have some tragic story. We have some.
Man, it'd be all bad.
Because we don't even. If the rappers now, if Juice WRLD and them and all these young rappers now still having financial contract troubles, fuckovers, then I know we would have had them because we.
Oh yeah.
I mean we. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we'd have been all bad. So I think that to a degree, it's like the universe was like, nah, y'all gonna get y'all's. It's just y'all gonna get y'all's when y'all can actually do what you need to do with it. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I would like to do is to set up a touring foundation for if an artist wants to go out and tour, be able to get this motherfucker a $5,000 grant. Money he doesn't have to pay back, or they don't have to pay back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to help them get gas, get a couple hotel rooms from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Be able to go out.
Tight idea.
Do something. It gives them a leg, but that's also how I know that to help. That's the leg up that I know I'm supposed to give. As the person of the status I am now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't necessarily a retired artist, but I don't necessarily focus on my artistry like I used to 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
I focus on the culture more than anything. And I think that being able to supply, 5, 10, 15, 20 groups, artists, the $5,000 grant to be able to go out and tour.
Right.
I think that is just as beneficial as me putting my pen to the paper and writing a rhyme. Probably even more beneficial because I can definitely get the money together for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anybody that's gonna buy my music anymore.
Right. I mean, I get the same feeling out of being an engineer or making beats or engineering as I get out of rapping. That's how I know I can run a record label. Because finding a tight artist or producing an artist, I get the same feeling out of it as I get out of me writing a song and performing it.
I feel that. I get the same feeling of success. The same, because I know I played my part. I didn't overstep. I didn't underperform. I just did what I was supposed to do. Well, Marlon, man, I appreciate you sliding through on us, bringing the spaceship down and landing on the lawn for a minute.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to have you back when we get everything finished up. As far as the new set and stuff. If y'all are watching, Mad Marlon on all the platforms.
All of them.
All of them. Outer Space Clothing on Instagram and Facebook. I would have wore my shirt, but my shirt is the color is green screen, so I blending in with the.
No, this is tight. I've been wanting to be interviewed. I ain't been interviewed. Wow.
Oh well, shit, man. You more than welcome to slide through whenever you want to.
Mm-hmm.
You know where we at. Spaceships always. We got spaceship landing in the back. You know what I'm saying? So, shit. Appreciate you, cause you could have been doing anything you wanted to. But you chose.
It's on the way, 71 South. It's on the way, 71 South. I'm like 15 minutes closer now.
Real quick, shout out to the people who we've been kind of dealing with sponsorship wise to a degree, kind of slightly, like Bumble Bars. Check out bumblebars.com. Delta 8 vegan
Bombs.
quote unquote chocolate gummies.
Bombs.
Or not gummies, candies.
Medallions. Chocolate medallions.
They
Vegan chocolate medallions.
Delta 8 THC. They're pretty potent. Shout out to Vine Street Brewing. Opening in the next couple of weeks by the time this comes out. Big ups as always to Uncle Nearest Whiskey. Smooth as always. I need to get my money up because they've had a couple of bottle releases that I really wanted to be a part of.
Oh,
I'm broke. Shout out Diametric Brewing out in Lee Summit.
that's my dog.
Shout out to Service Brewing out in Shawnee Mission. I paused because I didn't know if I should say this out loud or not, but I'm going to say it out loud. If there's any black beer drinkers in Wyandotte County, let's get together. Let's get a brewery. Let's get a little craft brewery. You know what I'm saying? Situation going where black owned. Black owned. Well, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna keep this right here to put on my shelf at my I just ain't never been a beer drinker, man. I don't know what it is, man. Probably from my uncle and them fighting at family reunion and shit, boy. This is tight right here. I ain't never seen this.
That's out of Lone Jack.
No shit.
Oh yeah, we one of our other things besides hip hop is beer. We
craft beer.
We off into
Local
craft beer
beer.
and shit. So it's
I mean, I drink up and shit, you know.
We'll
find one
I'm not
you
a
like.
connoisseur and shit.
No, I'm saying we'll
do
find
that
one
work
you
for you.
like. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've already done the work.
Because I like stopping by the shit on when you on your way to St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to.
You already know. So check it. Next time you see us, we should be on new set. If not, you just have to deal with it. Appreciate y'all tuning in because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend a couple hours hanging out with us. Remember, once again, Mad Marlon, all
Yak,
the
yak.
platforms. We'll have some stuff some links in the comments or whatever. Peace.